Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about side hustles today, and I'm going to start with a story because I think people need to hear stories to be able to believe that these things are possible, that making money on the side, you don't have to be an entrepreneur, you don't have to have owned businesses before to be successful, but you need to be able to see other people do it and hear about their success and how they did it. And that's why I started the side hustle course, because it's just so darn easy literally to start from nothing. I started once with $900, turned it into $100,000. I've literally started with a few dollars and turned it into 10,000. All right. So let me tell you a story. And what this is about is how easy it is to make money, big money, before and after the Christmas season. All right. So this is about tractors. Now, I did not know anything about skid steers or bobcats, those little tractors, the two joysticks, other than I'd driven my buddies while I was building a retaining wall for a house. Let me grab my coffee real quick. Good morning, by the way. I don't even know what time this is going out. But I'd use this skid steer of his and a little mini excavator. He literally, drops them off. He shows me how to use them. He goes, here you go. Pull this, turn the little key, boom, there you go. And off to the races I went. And I probably had about, 10 hours, maybe, if that, on that tractor total. But what happened was I started looking for my own. And I was like, man, I'd love to own one of these myself, because I had the palm tree business, and the palm tree business was doing well. And that, again, was a great side hustle that just came from me wanting to put palm trees in my yard, but they were so darn expensive. One day I came across a place that was selling them for half off. And instead of buying them and putting them in my backyard and planting them and saying good, I said, well, hey, here's an opportunity. If I buy them and resell them and double my money, I double my money. The other half I get to keep for free. So that started a $100,000 a year side hustle in and of itself. Well, back to the tractors, I'd been using this tractor to build this retaining wall. And I thought, man, it'd be so nice to have my own, to be able to lift these big, heavy palm trees. So I started out there looking, and all I simply did was I just looked and looked and looked, and I scoured through Facebook ads, Craigslist. Actually, Facebook wasn't even around then. Craigslist ads and magazines those magazines you get at truck stops that have tractors. And what happened was I was finding the market as I was constantly looking for newer skid steers, older skid steers, attachments, things like that. I was getting a feel for what the market could bear. Every time I'd find a pretty good deal, I'd call about it. And if it had sold, I was finding out the threshold, the price, the perfect price that a skid steer was going for. The ones that were selling were going for this much. The ones that weren't selling for, they were asking this much. You get my point? Well, one day, I was watching the skid steers that were priced this much, and I was calling it the ones that had already sold that were priced here. And then I found one that was priced here. And I went, holy cow. And I'll give you an example. It was a Bobcat skid steer in great condition, and they were asking $12,000. Now, I was watching the market on these skid steers, and they were around $15,000, maybe $16,000. They were asking 12 grand. And it was literally 3 weeks before Christmas. Matter of fact, just about right now, this time of year, it was great. So I was at work, and what I did is I emailed him. I said, hey, I don't want to insult you, but I want to, and this is part of the side hustle course, just literally how to negotiate honestly, truthfully, and respectfully, and get the price you want, right? And so I don't want to disrespect you, but this is what I would like to make you an offer. It'd be a lowball offer, but I don't want to disrespect you. And he said, well, what is it? And I said, it would be $8,000. And he said, well, why don't you come and look at it first before you make me that offer? I said, okay. So I jumped in my truck with my father. We're driving down. We grabbed a trailer, and I have the $8,000 in my hand. And my dad's going, hey, what do you know about skid steers? I'm like, absolutely nothing, except for that this price is not only a good price, but if I get it for the price I'm offering, it's a smoking price. And so I went to see it, and literally, it was the craziest thing, my first skid steer ever, which led to literally tons of tractor sales and hundreds of thousands of dollars later. It was incredible. This was the perfect first tractor because it was only kept in a barn to move hay. It looked like it came off the factory floor. I've never seen anything like it. I wish to this day I'd never sold it, but again, I made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it, and it's so easy. But this tractor was beautiful, and he literally said it out loud, because during Christmas is such a vital time. He goes, well, nobody's called about it, and I need to buy Christmas presents, so it's yours. I bought it for $8,000, and I immediately relisted it for $12,000 and sold it for $12,000. The price he wanted 3 weeks later. So in under a month's time, I made $4,000. An amazing profit. As a matter of fact, it was equated to a 50% profit on that. And then that money launched me into the next tractor and the next tractor. Here's the point of the story. During the Christmas season, people are focused on giving gifts to their families, their friends, and they don't think about what they're giving up. And it is an amazing time before Christmas, and this time is unlike any other. People are starting to liquidate things that they normally wouldn't want to because they think about giving gifts or their credit card bills and things like that. It is a great opportunity to respectfully give people an offer. If they take it and you can buy it, then on the other side of Christmas, people are liquidating their excess stuff. They just got a new big screen TV, they're selling their old big screen TV. If they got, all this new gear, camping gear, they're selling their old camping gear. And the point is that garage sales are amazing. You could go around with, $50 to a garage sale, buy a handful of goods, and then put them on the market and be patient and market them correctly. And again, that's what I teach, because I want people to market things correctly and be patient and do it with cash and start to build that cash position so that after a while, you've got literally tens of thousands of dollars, possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting in the bank ready for the real estate crash. And that's the big one. See, most people don't realize you go from one hustle to another hustle to another hustle, but each hustle, you're building up cash, and the side hustles and get bigger and bigger. Someday, you don't have to. A lot of people turn them into full-fledged businesses, and now they're crushing it with legal tax write-offs, and their life is becoming a write-off. And that's what I want to see for you guys. Listen, it's so darn easy, but understand this. Right now, when you think is not the time to be buying, is the time to be buying. Because nobody out there is thinking that. Everyone else is thinking about Christmas. You should be thinking about going out and crushing it and making money. Guys, I'm going to link that side hustle course below. There's a coupon code. There's a handful left for 50% off the hustle course. When they're gone, they're gone. Go check it out, but this is the time. This is the time to be pouncing. Take a few dollars, and it doesn't take much. Literally, I used to go around garage sales and take $50, turn them into $250, and then replace your 50 bucks, take the 200 and turn it into 1,000. And I'm not joking. This can happen in less than a month. I've seen it happen not only with me, but so many people around. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.